Yo, what is up, YouTube, man? Happy Monday, happy President's Day. If you live in the United States, it's our President's Day, so. And for the first time ever on our President's Day, we get the day off of school. So, this is weird, having Monday off and a President's Day off. But, man, without the fact, this video, if you did not read the title, this is my predictions of the MLB baseball season and who will, win the divisions and, win the divisions of, the East and the Central and the West. So, guys, let's make this short. Well, it won't be a short video, but I'm going to say why I think these teams will win the division. And first off, let's go with the AL West. Yeah, AL West. The American League West. That has the Astros, Angels, Athletics, Mariners, and Rangers. This year, I'm saying Houston's still winning it. Maybe. Well, okay. Houston is the team who should win the AL West, in my mind. But the team I want is actually the LA Angels, because screw the Houston Astros, because I'm a Dodger fan, and we all know what's been going on with the Dodgers and the Astros and all that BS, and how the Astros cheated and all that shit. So, fuck the Astros, man. I fucking hate them. I just hate the team now. I just don't like the team anymore. I respected them for beating us in 2017, but then when all the cheating allegations came out and they got caught for cheating, it just made me lose all respect for the Houston organization, and they could all go fuck themselves because I fucking hate them now. So, my AL West predictions, I really feel like Houston will still win it, but where my heart is, I really want the Angels to win it. They do have Anthony Rendon. Sorry about the coughing. Like I said, I'm fucking sick. They do have Anthony Rendon. A great pickup for the Angels. They have Trout, Justin Upton. They could have had Jock Peterson, but that didn't go through because, I don't know, it just didn't go through. So, my two teams who I do want the AL West, I really want it to be the Angels, but if not, it's going to be Houston. Let's go to the National League West. Obviously, I'm going to pick the Dodgers. I really don't see anybody really being a competition team against us. Yeah, maybe San Diego, because they do have Fernando Tatis Jr. and Manny Machado and Eric Hosmer, but the Dodgers have Cody Bellinger, great. Mookie Betts, great. Still have Jack Peterson, great. As of making this video, they still have Jack Peterson. They have Kershaw, Buehler, David Price. They are the team to win the NL West. And if they don't, that would surprise me. But I'm pretty sure they're winning the West. Hi, Coco. So, obviously, I'm going to say they win the West. And knowing what the Rocky situation was going on, I really don't see them, even being a competitive team this year. Especially, I feel like they will trade Nolan Arenado by the All-Star break. I really do feel like that's coming for the Rockies. Just because how him and the management haven't been getting along in this offseason. I just don't see them working it out. I really don't. And the first spring training games actually start this Friday, so I'm going to say the NL West is obviously going to the Dodgers. I really feel like if they don't win it, then I wouldn't know what to say, but they should win the West. So for the NL West, it's the Dodgers 100%. Because San Fran, they're still rebuilding. Colorado, their pitching sucks. Arizona, they might be able to fight for a little bit, but every year it seems like they fight for a while, then they go down in a little spiral, and yeah, it never really seems to work for Arizona. So my two West winners for the NL West, obviously I want the Dodgers to win it, but if not the Dodgers, probably the Padres will pull it off. If the Dodgers are first, which they probably will be. Alright, let's go to the AL Central. That includes the White Sox, the Indians, and the Tigers, and the Kansas City Royals, and the Minnesota Twins. Last year, the Twins won it. In the playoffs, they didn't do too good. just like the Dodgers. But in the playoffs, they didn't do too good. They got swept by the New York Yankees. And this offseason, the White Sox really picked up some good players like Yasmani Grandal, Dallas Keuchel. But I don't know too much about the White Sox. And, Cleveland, they don't have Trevor Bauer anymore. They don't have Corey Kluber. Their starting pitchers, like their ace is Mike Clevenger, who I don't know how long he'll be there, because it sounds like a lot of trade rumors have been talked about him with the Dodgers, but that was if the Dodgers would trade for Francisco Lindor, which probably ain't gonna happen now since we got Mookie Betts. So, the Tigers and Royals, I don't see them competing at all for the AL Central, so they're kind of out of it. So I'm going to go with the Minnesota Twins or maybe the Indians, man. They don't have Jason Kipnis anymore. He went to the Chicago Cubs, which is a very big surprise to me. I just found that out yesterday, actually. But I'm going to say Minnesota wins the Central because they won it last year. And with everything what's going on with the Indians, I just don't see them pulling it off. All right, NL Central, man. You got the Cubs, Cincinnati Reds, Milwaukee Brewers, Pittsburgh Pirates, and St. Louis Cardinals. The Pirates, I don't see them competing for the division at all. I'm pretty sure they'll end up being the last team. They won't compete at all for the Central Division. St. Louis, they won it last year. Played good in the playoffs until they had to play the Nationals. So I really want to say, and Cincinnati, they've had some good pickups this year with Nick Castellanos or whatever the heck his name is, and the Brewers have Yelich and Ryan Brown. So that division's kind of hard to pick because all the teams are really stacked besides the Pittsburgh Pirates. And the Pittsburgh Pirates have a bunch of young players. So I don't see Pittsburgh doing anything. So put them on the bottom of the list. I really think Milwaukee could take first. That division's so weird. It really is because they play they all play really good baseball, but some games, sometimes when the Cubs and the Cardinals are playing, St. Louis is always winning, or the Cubs. So that's a hard division for me to pick. But I think my two, I would say Milwaukee could win it, and St. Louis. The Cubs have kind of fallen off a little bit. Cincinnati still has to rebuild. So I'm going to say Milwaukee or St. Louis is going to win the NL Central. All right, American League East. Obviously, I'm going to go with the Yankees here. They're the best team in the East. They have the best players. The Boston Red Sox, yes, they have Alex Verdugo. Which the Dodgers decided to trade away. But at the end of the day, I really feel like New York has Judge, Gary Sanchez, Gio Urshela, freaking DJ LeMahieu, James Paxton, Garrett Cole. How do you not say the Yankees are going to win the American League East? Yeah, you got the Blue Jays, and yes, they have Bo Bichette, Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Hyun-Jin Ryu now, which the Dodgers let him go as well. But I really see, Baltimore, I don't see them competing. Tampa Bay, they competed last year. They did really good. But I really, with the way, their highlights looked last year, it looked like the bullpen really carried them. But I really think the Yankees will win the American League East. Boston, they have Chris Sale still, and JD Martinez, but I don't think they'll be able to win the East. The National League East, this one's hard as well. The Central and the National League, you see the East, the Central, and then the West. Obviously, the West, the Dodgers are the top team. In the Central, it's kind of hard to pick. And even in the East, it's hard to pick. So, for the National League East, you got the Braves, the Miami Marlins, the New York Mets, Philadelphia Phillies, and the World Series champions of the Washington Nationals. The Nationals pretty much have the same roster from last year. Didn't really lose anybody. They did gain Eric Thames from the Milwaukee Brewers. So I really want to, this one's hard because I really want to say the Braves will take it. But then I don't. I just feel like they have the better offensive team compared to everyone. But then you know Philly has McCutchen and Bryce Harper. I don't know. The NL Central, the NL East. It's a hard one to pick. I'd have to go with. I'll pick 3 teams to win this division. I'm gonna say the Braves, the Philadelphia Phillies, or the Washington Nationals. The Washington Nationals, they ain't underdogs no more. They won the World Series last year. So I could see them, maybe winning the East so they don't have to play in the wild card game. And see if they can make another run to the World Series. So pretty much, that's my predictions. So like I said, the West for the National League is probably going to be the Dodgers. The West for the American League is going to be the Angels or the Astros. For the Central, I said Minnesota Twins or maybe the Indians. For the Central, for the NL, I said Milwaukee or St. Louis. For the East, for the American League East, I said the Yankees by a long shot. I really feel like they'll dominate. And then the National League East, Philly, the Nationals, or the Braves. Guys, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm so tired of being sick. But yeah, those are my predictions. Yeah, so go Dodgers, and you guys tell me down in the comments what do you guys think about my predictions. Alright, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.